Well, it's dark again. This train just came in. It's only about 30 cars long, and it's the EOT blinking. They took track number 5 and put on the front of it. I gotta be careful. He's at 71 pounds. He's gotta be at 90 to leave. So his brakes are applied right now at 71 PSI. This is the very last car or grainer. And they've been messing with this track number 2 next to it, so they may be adding that to this train. But when they usually add stuff in the yard, it goes to odd places like Lynchburg via Manassas and Front Royal. They'll take a left and go east at Front Royal, and then we go south at Manassas to Lynchburg that way, and I don't trust it, so I may just let this one go back to camp, because I got an appointment coming up on Thursday, so I gotta be back. Good morning. Just got up, got rolled up. I bought some of that new Lotrimin powder that goes on your feet, and it really does cool your feet and help absorb some of that moisture. You can see where I got it all over the ground. So I slept right here last night. There's my morning wake up. I usually don't drink too, but everything dried out pretty quick. The air's dry here today, but all I gotta do is just walk out. This is the main line right here. This is that blinking light that I recorded last night, down about right there. But that train I ended up letting go, I just knew he was going on to Lynchburg. And there's the north end of the yard towards Harrisburg, and the south end where the crew change office is in Hagerstown here is right down at about the end of the cars on the right, but on the left side of the tracks is the yard office. And that overpass way down there is usually about where I get off when I'm heading northbound. Now, Save-A-Lot store and the mini mall is just right over here, but this is always where I come back and camp. But anyway, just thought I'd let everybody know, be heading south now. It's supposed to warm up into the low 60s today. Anyway, adios, amigos. He's all flat now. Nothing to ride. You're out in the open. Shoot. See, he's letting the air out of that. You can hear it. Alright, this may be my train. Here it comes. Junk train. let you know here in a bit when he stops. Alright, come on baby, be my train. There's a good grainer. Baby. Hey, there's them rock cars that go through Bristol. Come on, don't be the end of it. Can't ride them anyway. There's gotta be more on the end. Please be some grainers. Yeah, something different's coming. I don't want to have to walk all the way up front. Come on, baby, let this be it. I'll turn it off. Just gonna smash him. He's flat switching cars right now. He's got the engine down there just pushing in reverse. Then they'll decouple the cars down certain tracks. And they'll build up a train going a certain direction on different tracks. But you could tell that was them cushion couplers there. It's not such a big wham. There's a big spring in there that contracts and pulls out that kind of helps cushion. Now here comes some more stuff. He's flat switching it. See, it's freely flowing on its own. He backed it and let it go. And they usually do it at 7 miles an hour. When they go over a hump at the hump yard, it goes over the hump at 7 miles an hour and it hits a set of retarders. That boy, he's moving that one. That one's gonna hit hard. And they hit a second set of air brakes that slows it down to 5 and then down to 3 miles an hour on the third set. Now he's actually got engines on it, so get that kid out of the way. Well, this trash train IM just came in. It's got a pretty good mini well on it. See, my bucket will fit upright underneath there, so can I can lay out. It gives you just enough room to lay down. But it's on track 2. Unless he's just sitting here waiting for a northbound to pass him. That's got a air assembly stuff in the way, so that other one was better. Good, because it's closer. See, there's no air assembly stuff, so you got a little more room. But I was asleep when this came in, so I didn't see how many engines are up front. The crew change office is just right up there, about 40 car lengths. There's that spur that goes in there to that lumber company. They usually load, or unload 2 or 3 of them cars a day, and during the night they'll come drag them empties out and push some more full ones in there for them. But that's the top of it. The lumber company, they just stack all that lumber under there. Yeah, I just got rolled up, took my morning meds. Yeah, you can smell that. I am too. It stinks. It's like garbage. Probably empty if he's going back south. But see, when I woke up, all I seen was it barely moving southward. I didn't even hear the engines go by. I don't even know if it has engines. I don't know if they just push the stuff back. But anyway, I'll keep alert. So all I gotta do is run over there and get on that car right there. Let's see if I can zoom in down there. I've never seen them pass each other here. Yeah, I can't really. Yeah, that may be engines up front. See if we can see a DPU anywhere. Not really, but all the cars are the same. I'm thinking about, well, not quite. Got the ribs on those. Price you pay for being asleep. But when it gets cold out, you know, you get sleepier a lot faster. And the clouds are moving in. It's not frosting or dewing anymore. So, and there's going to be rain tomorrow. And then Sunday it's supposed to be sunny. And then really raining Monday. See, that trash train that I just videoed in the last scene had all these hooked up to it. And they don't travel together like that. So, I'm glad I didn't get on. See, that's what yard tracks are for switching and getting trains to go other directions. So what that'll do, they'll take that piece. Let's see if I can still see it. That trash train piece up there. It looks like an IM. That stuff, they'll split it right there at those empty lumber cars, and they'll shove that back on a different track. And then another train that comes through with the garbage train on it will pick that garbage stuff up and take it on, and something else will come through that's going to grab this lumber. And that tank car right there is usually, that'll be associated with that lumber, like some sort of chemical that's used in processing lumber, benzene, or you know, some kind of kerosene or something. you know, up northeast, you see a lot of Pillsbury cars. See, there's the end of it right there. So yeah, there's an open box car, I think. Alright, look. Nah, I thought it was open. That kind of looks like a Cadillac grainer, but it's not. But you can look on that lumber a lot of times and tell where it's from. Like this. Let's see. I guess you could go to that website, but it usually has the name of the company on it. Like Idaho, so and such, or Oregon Wood Products. You could look up J.D. Irving Lumber Company.com and find out, or call that number. See where they get their lumber. That way you can see where it's come from. But anyway, I just thought I'd share a little more knowledge. Yeah, you know, after doing this for so long, you just get them funny feelings. You're like, well, there's track 2. He could use that to pull in to let a northbound by, but no, because this yard on the very far end, the west end of the yard, is a bypass track. It's a main line with a 115-pound rail like this. But it's the farthest track, and they use that to go around one another instead of having to use a yard track. Because yard track is usually a lot lighter track. That's probably 90-pound track. See the height of the track compared to that? I'll have to show that in a video one day, the differences. And like this track here, that's some pretty heavy duty mainline track. You could just tell by the height of it from the rail head to the base. Now old yard track that's 85 pounds, the head's about right here. That's how high it is, but look at the difference, it's almost twice as tall compared to yard track, which doesn't see but 7 or 8, maybe 10 miles an hour of traffic ever. You ride up in there and hope you don't get jarred and squished. Yeah, let's go see what this tank car is. Oh, I wish that would have been on the main line. That would have been a perfect ride. Let's see if we can't get a name. A lot of times it'll say the name of the chemical on the car, but I'm not seeing anything. But usually anything that's in a white type tank car is a chemical or a solvent. And anything that's in a black tank car is usually like fossil fuel type commodity, like oil or hexamexa fluoro, whatever the heck it's called. All them oil, fossil fuel based chemicals will be in black. But chemicals and solvents and irritants and stuff like that will usually be in your white tank cars. And it has a lot to do with the cooling effect too. They like to keep that petroleum warm so it comes out fast, so that's why the tank cars are black. They absorb that heat. But white tank cars reflect sunlight, so they stay cooler, and the chemicals thus inside stay cooler. You don't want that pressure building up. But they all have a release valve on tank cars. Each chemical is set at a different pressure. If that tank car was to get up to say 250 pounds per square inch inside, there's a blow-off valve that releases the pressure. But you know, I'm just using that for an example. It may not be 250. You know, it's just set at different pressures. That way there's a way, always there's a way for a tank car to vent so it doesn't blow up or implode if there's a vacuum ever created instead of a pressure. Alright, yakety yak. These been here for a while. Blackberries grown up to them. Yeah, it's nice and quiet back here. I better check the forecast. This will kind of give you an idea. Anyway, this train just pulled in southbound junk. There's a guy from Canton, Ohio that sent me some silver coins, 1964 nickels. The one year they made them silver, for me to smash them by the train for his two sons and send them back to him. Well, I set them on the track, took a picture of them, and the train just happened to stop right where they were. They were laying right there, and they fell off on the other side of the axle. And I'm not about to reach under there and try to grab them. I don't even see them, because they're likely fell beneath the gravel like they always do. And then the train vibrates as each car goes over, and they work their way down deeper in the gravel. Plus, when the locomotive first ran over them, it was doing 25 miles an hour when it hit the spot. So they probably flew a good foot up. So I just can't find them. If I can't find them, I guess he's gonna have to send me some more. Yeah, it's just too dangerous to be flirting around, you know. But, you know, his air piston's out, so that means his brakes are on, so I feel a little safer. But anyway, back to what I was saying, searching for a car. See, you're wearing mostly dark clothes out here to blend in with the environment. Well, most of your grainers, they're going to be white. So you're really going to stand out wearing black or camo on a white grainer. Especially these type. This is not a Cadillac or a lip grainer. See, that's the B end with the air reservoir. I mean, you can hide a little bit if you lay down the entire way. There's a hole you can get your body in, and maybe a small little bag, but that's it. You ain't fitting nothing else, and that backpack's gonna be showing. See, anybody at any road crossing can see you sitting on this white car wearing black. Even if you get in between, you know, it's just really impossible unless you got a lip grainer or a Cadillac. Hopefully what he'll do after he crew changes, he's gonna pull up and take some stuff off the front and shove back, and then pick up some stuff. So if that happens, he'll pull up some more cars that are way down there. All I see down there past some box cars is tank cars. And I'm not about to walk all the way down there and then find a good ride and then miss it because I didn't bring my gear. But if I bring my gear, there's not gonna be a car, and so that'd be a wasted walk. Happens that way every time. But yeah, look how white. Well, let's just hope he takes something off. I should have set them coins on a yard track. Had a yard train run over them instead. I'd have them in my pocket right now, ready to mail to him. But I don't, so. And he just happened to stop right where the axles are, where them coins are. And it's just too risky to be sticking your arm underneath that axle. I mean, even though his piston's in now, he's got a crew on it, the brakes are released. See, that piston's gone in. So he's gonna yank at any time now. That means the new crew is on. He's already crew changed. Let's see if we can see a worker down there. If we do, that means maybe they will take some stuff off. I can't really tell. Well, at least I'll be able to get these coins. There's nothing really to ride. And see, this is what I mean by a bottomless grainer. This type, suicide. Now, I've ridden up there on that porch, but other than that, no, you got to stay awake. I mean, you could maybe lean over and get some sleep, but you better take your belt and tie around you and tie it off to something. That box car is loaded. The next one's empty and the next one's empty. But they're plug doors and I can't risk opening them. Railroads aren't allowed to move the train with the plug doors open. Alright. Let's see what he does. I just went to the store too. Just while I was telling Jerry, I said, you know, you can sit down at camp for 20 hours and not one train. But the minute you get up to take a 7-minute walk to the store and back, that's when your train comes. And guess what? That's what happened. So I wasn't here when the coins got run over. But that rock I put on that railroad tie to mark the spot. But there will be marks on the track where the coins were run over. I should be able to find them with some digging. But let's see what he's going to do first and see what all other kind of rides he did have. I see some white silhouettes down there coming. Must be more grainers. Maybe he'll slow down and take some stuff off the front. I did hear some loosening in the slack in the coupler just then. There's them rock cars, ballast cars you see down in Bristol and Knoxville. Alright, I'll turn my camera off till I look for them coins. There's the lip grainer. Man, it really wasn't that far back. That would have been the perfect ride right there. But as far back as it was, I don't think I would have made it. Come on, baby, stop and take some stuff off. More bottomless grainers. They're all empty too. Wish I'd have been in that spot where that lip grainer was. Watch there be a open boxcar. I'm gonna be mad. Cause right here is about where the overpass was. There's another lip grainer. See how you can hide a lot better. Oh, that's it. Darn it. See, perfect black grainer. Well, that would have been my train too, man. But I had these coins to get. Now let's see. There's one of them. Let's see if I can't find the other. I'll have to turn the camera off. Alright, I'm riding finally. Hope to make it past the yard office anyway. There's the yard office. Got a flat space on the wheel. Get past that overpass before we can get up. Well, I hope this is going to Roanoke and not to Manassas. As soon as we hit that overpass, I can sit up. Ought to be coming up any minute. Oh, this axle's gonna beat me to death tonight. May move over there later on. Well, I'd hate to drop my phone down in that hole. get to Roanoke. Perfect timing. Maybe I can squeeze in under there a little bit better. stopped outside Manassas. There's a big junction that goes into Washington, D.C. about 30 miles from here. 25 miles, Washington, D.C. We're trying to get on that line to go south. So it's probably occupied right now, so we gotta stop. Just now getting dark, thank God. Well, I'm gonna try and get off in Lynchburg anyway. Then catch something over to Roanoke and then down to Bristol. Alright, I got off. That's my container well train I was on right there. I got off in Lynchburg. Well, I didn't think we were going to stop, and it just started to rain too. Got the big overhead signal right there above us, and an overpass right there for the rain. So we stopped at the perfect place. You can see the reflectors. Yeah, we stopped at the perfect place. There's a overpass just right there, about 20 yards.